Without warlords hanging around, presumably. I have seen warlords on earlier orc levels. It was very sad. It's a sad, sad day indeed. Gosh, this wizard is just really putting up a pretty hefty fight. No match for our Dark Arts. Yeah, they've spent a ton of time on the descriptions of things and the flavor text, like all the the poems and whatnot, which is just so cool, so cool, very exciting. No. Boom. How many did we get there? 3. Nice. That is efficiency. You can press the period key to make sure you don't shoot beyond a specific square or a specific tile. No, I do want to try it out at some point. Generally, the things that people who play Crawl recommend as being fun are fun. If you like Crawl and you recommend a game to me, I will try it out. It's a pretty general rule that I imagine holds true. Mutter, mutter, mutter. Oh, hello there. Smiting is bad. Yeah, bad. Definitely bad. Alright, well, it's in range of our Bolt of Cold, so let's do a few of those and see if we can't eliminate the major threat first. Did we get him? Yeah. Okay, excellent. Now we can just back up and let our zombies do most of the work. Just using a combination of crossbow and vampiric draining since we were kind of low on mana. And get some crazy strong orcs on our side. The dark side. Sorry, I needed the dark side. It's probably still not a very good version, but you know, I gave it a shot. Elven Halls are nice. If we hadn't already done Layer 8, I would maybe wait on doing the Elven Halls, but oh, Angband. Okay, cool. Neat. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Probably do a few more of these characters on stream before I do anything. I'd probably do stick to Dungeon Crawl on stream for a little while longer before I do another game on stream. Just because, learning the controls can be a pain. Like, oh, what does this button do? Oh, I died. Sorry. I just wasted an hour of your time. I mean, perhaps I exaggerate, but... Sorcerer. Prepare to meet your doom. Ooh. I got to have my cake and eat it too. Have my corpse and raise it. Okay. I feel like giving it. Alright. I was going to say, I feel like giving too many turns to attack me is a bad idea. But a couple would be okay. Alright. By the way, I do use a couple to mean more than two periodically. It's one of the few habits that I have that I dislike and know that I will never be able to fix. So I apologize if that's a pet peeve of yours, but you're just going to have to live with it. Alright, good night, Genja. It's good to see you. Good to have you here. Have a good night's sleep. Yeah, I can't promise that I won't die, but I'll do my best. There we go. Okay. Oh, he was a shepherd cyclops. His sheep will wander aimlessly into my maw of death. Sheep are not particularly scary. Yeah. Yeah, orcs are easier in this game than in many others. It has a more, like, Dungeons and Dragons kind of feel where you fight, 1,000 orcs in the first 2 levels. That's a gross exaggeration in both of those counts. Oh, no! Okay, we're going to bring him up here. Oh, our orc zombie hit him with a flail of training. That's nice. Okay. How do we want to do this? I think we want to just let him kill all of our guys. And we will stand. Oh, wow. They're doing work. Wow. That is... Jeez. They are just tearing him up. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Spore plate armor. That's nice for some people, I guess. We don't care so much. Come on. Blow up. Yeah. Oh, hey, we're at max piety with Ashen Zari now. That's nice. We don't get any new abilities, but we get a bigger boost to our skills. Rounds it out at like 4.5 levels. Yeah, the Warlord, he did not survive that encounter. The most inane thing I've said all day, I think. I will state facts at you. Oop. Give me your life force. I want to drink it. Okay. We'll just stand out of sight here. The orc warrior looks more experienced. That's interesting. Boom. Nice, we even got the killing blow. Excellent. Spellcasting increases to level 15. Or level 13. And we hit level 15, so we should have 4 spell levels available to us. Oh. Or is it 2 per level of spellcasting? I don't remember. We have either 4 or 5 levels of spells. Okay, cool. Enjoy your lurking. Yeah, I plan on not dying. I think we've gotten past the brunt of it here. I'm not too concerned about the cleanup. Okay. Just, you know, killing stuff. Like it's my job. Conjuration's at 13. Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, 4.1 level bonus. That's pretty nice. I can live with that. It's actually possible that that bonus did not go up when we reached max piety, and max piety is just nice to have because it's an extra buffer for when you start transferring skills around. So you don't drop below, you know, certain piety levels. Whatever. Behemoth's a fun god. I like Behemoth. Haven't played a ton of it lately. What is nearby? Just more wandering orcs. Busy interrupting my rest. Like an orc. So, not too much that's terribly exciting here. Hope that some of these shops are worthwhile. We really could use some better stuff. I just want better stuff. Doesn't have to be a ton better. Okay, Book Emporium is acceptable. Grand Grimoire is pretty sweet. Yeah, it does have Aura of Abjuration, which is really good. Yeah, many spellcasters, they're fun. As long as you don't run out of mana, you're pretty good. And you know, he gives you mana back, so there you go. Yeah, you can definitely take Behemoth all the way through the game. The things that it does to you, the range increase lets you do a lot of neat things with line of sight. You can really abuse, especially if you have a Lantern of Shadows, or if you have the Night Stalker Demon Spawn mutation, and thus have a reduced line of sight, a reduced field of vision. You can really just you can kill all kinds of stuff out of your line out of vision, and it just never has the chance to do anything to you. It's really neat. Just kite stuff around. Dragon's Call is okay. I... Gargoyle Fire Elementalist. Yeah, gargoyles in general are awesome. They're so good. Though I prefer my favorite way to play a gargoyle is by following Chabriados. Being a monk and following Chabriados. That I've had more success with that combination than I have with anything else. I don't care about a Young Poisoner's Handbook. Hindrance is not exciting. Burglary. What is burglary? Also not exciting. Darkness is... Oh yeah, darkness is another way to reduce your range of vision. That's cool. It is also unique. No, it's not unique. It's similar to the Night Stalker mutation in that it does not alert monsters to your presence, whereas a Lantern of Shadows does. Book of Party Tricks is really good. Apportation is nice. Oh, we don't even have Blink yet. We might have to buy this book. Party Tricks might be on our list. Blink is great. Blink is just absolutely wonderful in every way. A Polished Claymore. I don't think so. Two-handed? Yeah. Nothing else interesting. Okay, well. Antique Armor Emporium. Boring. Alright, don't fail me. This last shop is going to be an antique store with a bunch of artifact rings. It's a general store with no artifact rings. Swell. Yep. Well, looks like we're buying a book of Party Tricks. I mean, there is a chance we will find more stores, either in the Elven Halls or the Vaults, but, you know, I'm not going to count on it. We're going to find a lot more gold between now and then anyway. Yeah, book of Party Tricks. I mean, it's definitely not a waste. Blink is such a necessary spell that I'm going to probably memorize it immediately. Yes, we will be memorizing it immediately. We'll assign to H. Alright. I have to kind of give up my mnemonics at this point. I've run out of spots. Oh, another deck, or another store. Plain deck of changes. Changes! Lamp of Fire, not really. Yeah, just none of this really... Oh yeah, that was that shop of gadgets that we didn't not venture in because we were being chased by a bunch of nasty stuff. Okay. What turtle is that? Let's see. Oh, that's because I input correctly. Oh. Very good. Oh. yeah, that turtle. Double Orb of Destruction. Yeah, double orb. Double orbed. Double orbed. Okay, so what is our magic resistance? Bad. Good to know. I guess we can poke our head into the Elven Halls. Let's check out this first. Just in case. Oops. Hi. Bye. Check out this. Alright. Elven Halls. Deep Elf Fighter is wielding a long sword of Holy Wrath. Well, that one needs to die first. And what are these? Conjurers? Bolt of Fire, Bolt of Cold. Okay. So they can be quite dangerous. Ah, it does create clouds of freezing vapor if we fire it over water. That's nice to know. That'll be handy in the shoals. Alright. Reasonable opening salvo. You can be blown up. You can just be pained to death. Pained you to death. Okay, so our goal here is to find fire resistance. Fire resistance. Let's use poison bolts. This is one of the last places where it will be really reliably useful. Though, of course, we can always find more. There we go. You can get some pretty good equipment down here in the Elven Halls. Oh, hey. Zombie took care of him for us. Excellent. Still no... Who's it's? Fire resistance. It's a little frustrating. But, you know, we've got zombies, so I can't complain too much. Right. Bolt spells are quite good in the Elven Halls. Though we will have to retreat here for lack of spell juice. That's what I'm calling mana now. Alright. I forgot we were using the poison bolts. Is therefore summoner. That I do legitimately want to use a poison bolt on. Ice magic is up to level 4. Okay. Gosh, we just our skills grow so slowly. It's agonizing. All right, let's go ahead and turn off fighting. I don't think we can spare the experience. It takes so long to put points into things, and we need a really wide variety of skills to feel good about our lives. Do I still like this experience setup? Yes. Kind of want to memorize a hex to make training hexes worth it. Oh, we're training towards Discord. That's right. Discord's going to be really good in Zot. Hexus increases to level 5. Okay. We are spread, you know, not thin, but we're no specialists, that's for sure. Orb Spider, I'll match you orb for orb, buddy. Orb Spiders I definitely don't care all that much about reanimating because I don't believe that they can leave their orbs of destruction from beyond the grave. Though our elf zombie... Oh, I see. Arrows of dispersal, right. Well, we could be banished to the abyss here. That would be exciting. Though I think we would at least get out alive. I don't think that we are powerful enough to... I don't think we're powerful enough to have a shot at getting the rune right now. Let's back off here. Cool. Let our guys take care of stuff for us. Okay, so Pain is definitely no longer the most useful spell. I'm still using it because it's nice to... It's a fast spam, it's a convenient spell, but that doesn't mean it's a good spell. Ooh, Jewelry Boutique. I like that. I like these guys less, but, you know, what you gonna do? Oops, did I blow up my own zombie? Sorry, zombie. There we go. Oh, you're still alive. No, I don't want to shoot myself with a crossbow. No! Don't want to shoot myself with a crossbow. I won't do it. I won't shoot myself. Wow, what is he hitting us with? Lightning? That's rough. Drain him. Yeah, Vampiric Draining has to be a pretty decent spell power. Yeah, okay. Not insane, but definitely not bad. Pain just isn't doing it. Alright, gotta stop using Pain. Not efficient enough. Something cool? The Ring of Nekaj. Ooh. Those are a trap. The minus teleport rings, those are a trap. Don't use them. Just don't do it. Unless you're a Formicid, and then go for it. I mean, we don't have another source of resist electricity. Ooh, a Ring of Fire could be nice. It makes our ice spells worse, though. I really don't know, because there's no net resistance gain from a Ring of Fire, because you lose a pip of cold resistance. These just don't seem good enough to use. Dex -3 and reduction of stealth, yeah, it's all just bad. We can do better. We can do better. Plus, we're not really as gear dependent as if we were a fighty bashy type. I mean, we have spells. They're reasonably strong. They're strong enough that when cast in a proper order can lead to pretty easy battles. We just have to be on our game. No mucking about. Cutlass of Speed is cool. Ooh, let's gosh, let's step back. There we go. Now we can't bounce the Bolt of Lightning, though it does hit our guys all behind us in a row. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I just didn't want to be double zapped. No. I just wanted to close the door, but you won't let me close the door. Jerk. Let's just sort of throw an orb out and put a Fulminant Prism, like, here, and see what happens. Oh, I guess we blew up our own prism. Because I'm awesome at this game. Ooh, an antique store. Maybe that will be my antique store that will save the day. Oh, we don't have enough mana. Well. Bolt's penetration. Let's vampiric training. There we go. And let's quiver this poison bolt. No? Alright. How about Boats of Flame? We are slowed. Not a big fan of that. There we go. Alright. We had backup coming, that's why I was willing to take that fight on. That, and we can blink away. Yeah, let's quiver normal bolts. Alright. No! Oh, I guess a glowing cloak could be good. Ooh, Pearl Dragon armor. We're not using it. It doesn't do us any good either. But Pearl Dragon armor is sweet. That is a legitimate endgame armor. It's light enough that you can still cast spells, although you'd be pretty hard-pressed to cast level 9 spells without being a Chabritos follower, or having some other source of absurdly high intelligence. But it gives you a pip of negative energy resistance, and it's really high armor class. It's one of my favorite armors. Alright. Oh, and a leather-bound manual. Yeah, that seems good. Cloak of Magic Resistance Manual of Stealth. Stealth is not the most exciting thing, but it's nice that we have a manual for it. That will actually be relevant. Stealth will be a more relevant skill when we get to the crypts in the tomb. And the Hells and Pandemonium. Like, sneaking around becomes better, especially in the Hells where you don't want to fight things particularly. You want to just get in and out. So things not noticing you as you tromp around their demean. Ooh, another store. Okay, so Elven Halls has a Cloak of Magic Resistance. Isn't that what we have here? So it's the same thing except that it can't be enchanted to be better? Sure. We still don't have any Scrolls of Remove Curse, which is a shame. Oh. No, there is one. Okay. Let's be more specific. Let's just type remove. Alright, so we do only have one scroll. Maybe I dropped it instead of reading. I'm not sure. Well, okay. So we can go back and use that on the ring and the cloak. Should we choose? More antiques. This I like. More chances. A shiny shield. Could be good, but I really don't want to put another 10 points or 10 levels into shields right now. I guess we'd only have to put in like 6 levels. Still doesn't seem worth it. Another Scroll of Amnesia is nice. Alright. Okay. So level 1 of the Elden Halls. I'll do level 2 of the Elden Halls, and then I think I'm done streaming for the evening. I have to eat some food and just unwind, get ready for bed. There is kind of a coin flip as to whether tomorrow will be very stressful at work or really boring. It's going to be one of those two things. And I have no way of predicting which one. It's not my favorite scenario, but, you know, what can you do? I forget sometimes that Bolt of Cold is a very high mana spell. Probably be using Iskandarin's Mystic Blast against single targets to save on mana. Oh, we have more critters. More bad guys. Iskandarin's Mystic Blast will be one of the first spells that we forget, however. Just because it is a little bit difficult to use in conjunction with our zombies. Whoa. Fireball right off the bat, huh? Just throwing it all in there, huh? Huh? We are very lucky that we haven't run into more fire-based stuff. What do we have here? An unknown wand, and that's it. Okay, well, that's not particularly exciting, although it could be a, wand of healing. That would be nice. Those are always nice. Those are a very good resource to have. Unfortunately, we don't have a Scroll of Digging or any earth magic. A Ring of Wizardry. Not impressive. Actually, I guess that's kind of what we're switching to, so it's not that it's not impressive, it's that it isn't better than the one we have, which also gives us bonus of strength and dexterity. Alright, it didn't do too much damage, but it was still fun. Just drop a prism. Mic drop. Another general store, eh? That seems like a good... Man, zombies with enchanted weapons get some work done. Oh, just die. I was gonna say die in a fire, but that's not true. It's dying in a Giant Orb of Destruction. Ooh, Scroll of Torment. We'll pick that up. Yeah, that's nice. Looks like we're pretty much done with Elf 2. Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't have the focus for Elf 3 right now. Not as a spellcaster who's vulnerable to fire. So let's go back to our stash. I think thus ends the substantive portion of the stream. So I don't blame you if you would like to. Oh, what is that? Komodo dragon. Die, dragon. Die. Become my slave. Wait here. Yeah, I won't be doing anything else. I'm just going to be doing stash work here. So if you want to hear me ramble about stash stuff and equipment, please, by all means, stick around. Otherwise, it was nice having you here. And thanks for watching. I'll see you maybe this weekend, maybe Saturday or Sunday. Not sure what times. Definitely on Monday. Monday for sure. Anyway, stash stuff. Stash. Don't really need these ones. Slowing. Just not really exciting. Or polymorph. Don't need that anymore. Okay, so let's do a search. Oh, there are a couple in the Elven Halls. That's alright then. We will have to memorize apportation for this, but I think that's worthwhile. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, there was an electric eel there. That's right. We may have to kill an electric eel. Is apportation I? There we go. Alright. Apportation is a fun spell. It just pulls objects towards you. The Orb of Zot resists it somewhat, though. Okay, so we're going to read our Scroll of Remove Curse. We're going to get rid of the Ring of Resist Cold. And our Cloak. And our Helmet. Wow, we could do 4 if we wanted. Do we want to do anything else? No, I don't believe so. I don't think so. Alright. So now... Scroll of Cursed Jewelry. Oh, yes, we need to put on this ring that we actually want to be wearing. And then we read a Scroll of Cursed Jewelry. Okay, cool. Now let's see how memorization goes for some of these things. Alright, Discord down to 99% from 100. Cool. Alright. So, getting there. Hexus is at level 10. Sure. Drop these things. Okay, so we don't have a scroll of curse armor then, do we? Let's put that on and put on... Oh, let's see. Armor class 24. Armor class 25. Okay, so it is better. for now at least. Just drop junk over there. So we do want to find another scroll of remove curse so that we can recurse our armor stuff, but I'm not too terribly concerned with having a lower armor skill at the moment. Yeah, dropped us down like an armor class. 1 or 2. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, so we can drop our scrolls of curse back off. Curse jewelry, I mean. Okay. We also now have a cloak that does something for us. So it might be worth enchanting it. We're not going to be doing dragon armor as a thing. So we don't really need to save the scrolls of enchant armor for a chest piece, particularly. Magic resistance is nice, particularly since we don't have a lot of it. What would be better as a cloak? I guess if there's a cloak of resistance of some sort, that would be better. Some elemental resistance, but I think magic resistance is fine. Okay, so we do want to get 2 scrolls of enchant armor and read them both to max out our cloak. And that should make it maximally enchanted. Yeah. Alright, an extra 2 armor classes is definitely nice. Yeah, definitely nice. Oh, our evasion went up slightly because of the dexterity boost. That's cool. That's very cool. Went up a point. Okay, alright. We can drop off this scroll of amnesia. And let's think about spells. What's the next spell we want to acquire? Is it Discord? I feel like it's Discord. I feel like that's got to be a really good spell to have through the side branches. Yeah, especially the shoals. Snake Pit and the shoals, yeah. I think Discord would be really nice to have. Yeah, we're nowhere near strong enough for Elf 3. We haven't done the branches yet. I don't know what I'm thinking. Definitely a little tired. Okay. Right, so I think Discord is a reasonable spell to work towards. Which means I'm going to want to stop focusing conjurations, continue training spellcasting, because if we forget, what would we forget? It would either be Iskandarin's Mystic Blast or Fulminant Prism. Those are the most redundant effects that I have currently. They both are 4 spell levels. I want to keep Orb of Destruction and Bolt of Cold, which are the other 2 high-level ones. So yeah, we would need 1 character level and 1 spellcasting level to and forgetting one of those 2 spells to learn Discord. So I think, since we're almost at the next character level anyway, we should focus hexes, actually, for a little bit here. Maybe we can turn off Ice Magic. Let's take a look at our Bolt of Cold here. It looks to be doing fine. I mean, it would power it up more were we to continue to train it. And since it's split equally between conjurations and ice magic as far as the damage is concerned, we would be increasing its power more rapidly by training ice magic and not conjurations, because the benefit from each level of a skill is linear, whereas the amount of experience it requires to go up in skill is non-linear. It is some sort of geometric progression. Um, So conjurations is actually like level 13 or something. Yeah, this seems okay. I mean, I could turn off ice magic. We are, well, I guess this is a long-term question that we can ask ourselves. Are we working towards glaciate, or are we working towards retraining our ice into firestorm? Firestorm is a better spell, I think. Let's see exactly what glaciate does. So it's a big old cone. Things are encased in ice, which slows their movement, and if they're killed, they might be frozen into solid blocks of ice. It does more damage the closer they are to the caster. I feel like a smite targeted 6-tile Death Vortex is just so much better. Okay, so we don't actually care then about training ice really any further. We needed a source of elemental damage, and we got it. We have it, it's good. We'll continue to train conjurations, which will be useful no matter what. We're never going to retrain conjurations. But for now, I think we can turn off ice magic and have this kind of setup, and this way, by the time we clear the first 4... Oh, yeah, sorry, Spatiation. Yeah, I've been streaming for 3 hours, and I've gotta eat some food, but I have been saving these, so you can find this in the past broadcasts if you would like. I know it's not quite as exciting as watching live, but you know, you can hit that follow button if you feel so inclined and come back. I should be back. I will definitely be back on Monday streaming at around 6 p.m. Central Time, which is, I think, -5 GMT. It's either -5 or -6. Yeah, planning is definitely important. I'm glad you agree with me there. Planning can be the most important part of this game. And what I love is that you can do it at any time. You can do it in the middle of a fight if you need to. Granted, it might not do you any good at that point, but you can do it. Okay, so the plan, as it stands, work on hexes until we can cast Discord, which I've never cast that spell. I have never used Discord. It's been, they've revamped hexes since I last used them. They used to be really bad. Basically everything after, oh, I don't know, really the layer branches. Everything after the layer branches would just resist all of your hexes all the time. You couldn't ever do anything with it. And so it just, by the time you got cool hexes, they wouldn't work on anything. And it was really frustrating. So I think within the last couple of patches, they've switched it up so that the hexes can actually do stuff through the late game. They still don't, they're not universal, they still don't affect everything, but that's how this game is designed. No one skill can carry you through the game. You need multiple skills. Unless that skill is like axes. Axes can carry it pretty far by itself. We have 20 scrolls of identify. That's just ridiculous. I mean, considering that there are how many potions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, like 20 some odd, 21 potions that we haven't had to use potions of identify on. That seems good. Really, the only things we would want it for, especially since Ashen is identifying stuff for us anyway, we definitely don't need it. The only thing we would want it for are wands, seeing how many charges are left in there, or if we wanted to get cute with Dex. Yeah. That's you're right. That's almost always what mid-fight planning is. It's, oh, I shouldn't have taken those 3 steps towards the Orc Warlord. What do we do now that we have and we're in danger of dying? Yeah. What's the most efficient use of our consumables that we're going to have to burn away here? Yeah. But that kind of analysis is important because sometimes you do end up in those situations through no fault of your own. That's not often. I mean, you can avoid uncomfortable situations every single step of this game if you are so inclined. If you play a stealthy character with a means of pulling things around corners, like throw a rock or whatever, then you can pick your battles 100% of the time. No, you can't do anything 100% of the time, girl. A vast majority of the time, 95+% of the time, you can pick your battles if you set up your character properly. If you're a follower of Kozlov, you just rampage through the dungeon and blow everything up and have fun that way. But yeah, with Kozlov, for example, you can find yourself in positions where you cannot progress further in the dungeon without alerting a bunch of nasty things to your presence and having to fight them. So knowing which methods of escape are the most effective is nice. And the best way to find out the most effective, well, maybe not the best way, but an effective way to find out effective escape routes is to get into positions where you're gonna die if you don't choose the right escape route, and then seeing whether or not you die. That's always very exciting. Okay, so I think we're done for the day. I don't believe that there's anything else that I need to twiddle in my inventory. We will go ahead and pick up the Scrolls of Remove Curse, or the Scrolls of Remove Curse that are in the Elven Halls, so that we can pray over them, corrupt them, turn them into scrolls of just cursing for our hat and cloak. At the very least, our cloak. Our cloak is as good as we're going to get unless we find an artifact at some point. Our hat could be better, but it's still just a little boost to armor class, which of which we have a great deal for a spellcaster. 27 armor class is pretty crazy for being able to cast, 7th level spells at 1% failure rate. Yeah. We're pretty strong. I think we are... Oh, yeah, Dungeon 1 doesn't count. Dungeons 1 through 3, I would say, you get a free pass on any deaths. No, Felids have a way of interrupting a win streak. That is for sure. Not well. I guess I have had. I guess you could call it a win streak. I've been on a win streak with characters that I've actually devoted time and effort to nurturing. I kind of count, if I were to do a sort of let's go for a win streak kind of thing, I would only count characters that make it past the first couple of levels of the layer, or characters that make it to the temple, or set some arbitrary standard for avoiding those first few levels of just randomized death. Yeah. If you get one shot by something the first turn you see it, there's nothing you can do about that. But you know, maybe you could have just dived down to the temple and found this guy. I don't know. Sometimes there is a very convoluted thing you can do to solve a particular problem that killed you that would also make you vulnerable to a host of other problems, and just not, you know, you might have avoided the kobold with the exploding dart, but then you immediately die to the first gnoll with a spear that you find, or you know, whatever. It's early levels are hard. Uh, that being said, once you get past them, the different races, the harder races, really do start to flesh out and be pretty interesting. I'm really digging this mummy, for example. Just having the natural immunity to poison and negative energy is really sweet. Rotting, I mean, I guess too is kind of nice, but you know. Rotting is not incredibly common throughout this game. It's more of a nice incidental resistance. I would never go out of my way to get rotting. Okay, well, that really is all for now. Thanks for watching, folks. I enjoy doing this. I hope you enjoy. Well, I mean, you'd probably just leave if you didn't enjoy it. So I'm glad you enjoy it. And I will be back definitely Monday, probably for some on Saturday. Though I cannot tell you what time on Saturday. Monday it will be roughly 3.5 hours before this time, wherever you are. 3.5 hours ago is when I will start streaming. It's 6 o'clock Central. But until then, happy crawling, good luck. May the best of fortune accompany you as you attempt to find the orb. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.